1-0 win at home, you keep a clean sheet, you get a win. Are you happy with the result, or is there a disappointment you couldn't get a second goal?
Listen, every time you get win a game in Europe, you're obviously happy, you know. But listen, all to play for next week, so game's still in the balance.
You made a triple substitution in the 56th minute and paid off almost immediately with Sean Boyd's knock on for Meepo. Well, like, it was brave enough call, I suppose, to play the two up front. What was your kind of thinking behind the decision?
Yeah, I thought the second half we started a little bit flat, and listen, to give them credit, they started well. I thought the second half we were a little bit flat, so didn't want to waste minutes really. Thought Sean, obviously, he can cause carnage when he comes on. I thought he'd done that obviously for the goal, but his overall performance was really good. And listen, sometimes it works like that and sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, lucky for us it worked like that straight away. And two of them up front, him and me, but obviously causing problems then.
Was there a bit of frustration creeping into your team's performance, because you really dominated possession? You know, you were attacking really well in that first half an hour or so, but as it went on, you weren't able to break down that Linfield defence. Was it getting frustrating, you think, for the players? Harry Wood took that shot near the end of the first half. Was a kind of a snatched effort?
Yeah, no, look, I thought we created some great opportunities, didn't take them. They made a couple of good saves, I think. Obviously the penalty, VAR thing and all that sort of stuff, so we were definitely on the front foot, probably probing, looking to create stuff. Obviously they defended well as well, so give them credit, as they stuck at it as well, you know. Some great blocks at the end, some great tackles, made a couple of good saves and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted us to start really high energy second half, and thought we were just a little bit flat, and that's why we decided to change up a bit.
Like, physically in midfield, and David Healy agreed to a certain extent, like you definitely had the advantage physically, fitness wise, you know. They were really struggling in the field. Do you think you maybe took advantage of that enough in this first leg?
Yeah, look, it's tough, you know. I mean, they're going in there, they have a back five. It's a massive game, massive opportunity for both clubs, as I said. So look, we're winning. We have a small advantage going there next week, so we're delighted to have that, but it's still all to play for next week.
And just for your own team's reaction into the goal, do you think maybe you regressed a little? It just seemed like there was a kind of gap between midfield and the two forwards that seemed to be kind of opening up quite a lot. Maybe stopped you from getting that ball forward a bit quicker.
No, listen, we changed formation, so listen, you can't have everything, you know. So when you go two up, you're obviously giving up a little bit, and they're obviously playing two deep sixes, I suppose. So when you change formation, you go two up top. Sometimes they pick up a couple of second balls and they get a little bit of passing, but look, in the end, that was the decision that we made, to maybe give up a little bit of that, to have two up top of the pitch. And we're still thinking even after that, we still had chances to get the second goal. So look, as I said, it's still hard to play for, but we'll take the win.
Can you get better in that final third? Do you think the final ball to cross is a bit more accuracy maybe?
Yeah, listen, so as I said, I thought Ali, Hage, Meepo were brilliant, you know. I think the top players, spoke to them before the game as a squad, just wanted to show everyone outside the building how good the players they are. They done that. As I said, sometimes you don't score the goals that you probably should and the chance that you have. But listen, as I said, when you win 1-0 in European football as an Irish club, you should always be happy.
Jordan, we often always analyse the game and ask questions about it, but is just the size of the game always going to be a factor, that these are really big ties, really big games? There may just be some mistakes at times because it's such a high stakes match.
Yeah, but listen, as I said, you seem a lot downer than me. I'm delighted. It was a great win, it was a great performance. The game's still in the balance. Can't wait for next week.
How will next week be different from your approach?
Yeah, listen, it's going to be difficult. They're going to be at home. Fans, I thought there tonight were brilliant. Both sets. And I think obviously up there, they're familiar to it, I suppose, their pitch. They're used to playing on a week in and week out. They're obviously going to have the majority of support. So from that side of it, our lads will be the away team going into it. But look, if we go up there and we train on the pitch, have a look at it again. I think the pitch will suit us again. It's a lovely surface. We went up and watched them. I think the way we passed the ball and moved the ball, lovely surface to suit us. But it's still going to be a really tough game. But as I said to the lads in there, I can't wait for all of these, so I'm sure they're the same.
That's it, the live section into the environment.
Joey, Sean, strikers like him kind of went out of fashion for a bit. A lot of teams don't have them. Can you talk a bit about what he brings? Like you said there, he brought carnage, like he got the better of two defenders, set up Meepo.
Yeah, no. Listen, he's a brilliant player in this league. Short of it, I know he was really disappointed. It was a really hard team to pick, obviously, because everyone wants to play in this game. Like, obviously, as young players, that's what it's about. Champions League, playing Champions League football. I said to them before the game. Not many players get that opportunity, and obviously, we had to break a few of their hearts yesterday, I suppose, by not playing them. So I'm sure he was one that was really disappointed. But listen, that sums him up as far as a person and the relationship that we have with him, to be able to put it aside and put the team ahead of himself and to go out and perform the way he did, yeah, and delighted with his impact. And look, I suppose in the long night he probably would have scored more himself.
Is that a one-on-one conversation you have with him, or is it a group?
Listen, I said to him before, it's about the squad for me. We have a super squad, it's about that. And sometimes lads are going to get disappointed. I'm sure they were disappointed yesterday when I named the team, but they all had to be ready. It was huge, obviously we made 5 subs I think there tonight, and next week we'll be making 5 subs again. It's a squad game. It's over the next few days, obviously training's going to be really good as far as, because they're all going to be wanting to play next week, and that's the biggest thing for me is training. It's the competition of training. Now it changes. You need to be on it all the time. The demands, the standards of training, you push each other all the time, and that competition to try to get into that team next week will keep all the lads tuned in, you know.
Meatball and Shels started the season together as well. How important is it for they can just continent together for the rest of the season?
Yeah, no, thought they were really good, but as I said, thought the boys at the start of the game, thought Harry, Ali and me, but it's different, sort of give you different things to work out as an opposition and players, and thought we caused them real problems in that sense. And then to be able to mix it up and go with 2 up top, I think is at times when the game's a little bit flat, and as you said, you're a little bit more direct and you change it up in that way. Yeah, you might give up a little bit of possession in different areas, but to have 2 lads that can cause that many problems in the top of the pitch is it's a great decision for me to be able to make, you know. So okay, we'll review the game, we'll have a look at it, break it down, do our reviews, do our meetings, see what we are good at, see what we are bad at, make a call next week to decide what way we're going to go.
When John to me outside, he was just saying he was hoping that it wasn't going to him coming off and Sean was coming on. The fact that he stayed on, gets that goal, just a bit of confidence in what he can actually take from that as well.
Yeah, he's been brilliant there the last few weeks, you know. He's caused serious problems to teams, and things on a nice little run there with goals and all that. And his overall play I thought tonight was very good. Difficult for him the first half, just how deep they were defending and stuff for that second half. Obviously came out well, linked it obviously with Sean then going up to him. It's hard, you're up there, sometimes 1-2 people are looking at the Sean, then it creates 1v1s with him, and I thought he was brilliant.
How happy are you with JJ and Carrick? It's a big role in the team to keep you playing almost.
Yeah, 2 underrated players for me. Definitely, as you said, that control of the game, that's what it's all about. Like, you can't turn it into a basketball game, and to have that confidence and that ability and that, at times, you need to be arrogant, you need to back yourself as a footballer at this level, to be able to get on the ball and get your team playing. Sometimes the first pass is the hardest pass, you know, and the 2 of them are brilliant at it.
That's like a message.
Last question.
Drive home again ahead of next week, that to be calm like they can be.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's going to be about that, but listen, the game's going to be completely different. Whether they're going to come out and have a go with us, we're going to be ready for it. But as I said, it's all to play for next week, and can't wait for it.
Joey, were you able to take in the occasion as a European occasion, and what did you make of it?
Yeah, no, brilliant. I think we spoke, our record here as a football club, Shelbourne home, we spoke about that. Our record's fantastic, and we wanted to continue that on. Just spoke to the lads before the game, just sort of said to them, this is what it's about, this is what you want to be involved in as a kid, playing Champions League football. Don't let this opportunity go by them. There was so much talk, there's been so much talk about this football club over the last few weeks, about myself, the manager leaving, all that sort of stuff. I wanted the focus to be on them. Said to them at quarter day, make sure you're ready to rock. Go out and talk, do your talking out on the pitch. There's too much noise around this football club. Let's show everyone how good of players we are, and I thought they'd done that.
Thanks everybody.
Cheers.